back guys, how you doing? So here we go, another vinyl pickup video. So yeah, I've picked up quite a few records over the last couple of months, probably since November. I'm not too sure when I posted my last vinyl video, if it was November or December. But yeah, picked up quite a few, so I'm going to space them out, make separate videos, because otherwise it'll be one long video, and obviously it makes it easier for you to watch. So the first record I got, in the last video I did mention that I was waiting for a record to arrive, and the eBay seller had let me down. I posted a claim, and I was just waiting for it to get money back basically. The day after I posted that video on YouTube, the record arrived, and I was like, I can't believe my luck. So yeah, it turns out that they included a note with it to say that due to Black Friday, there'd been a delay in shipping. Now, I'm not 100% believing that, because I know there was a problem with private delivery companies due to Black Friday. Apparently it caused quite a backlog of parcels getting out for delivery. But this was delivered by Royal Mail, and up until that point I'd had no problem at all with Royal Mail. So I don't really buy the Black Friday excuse. I'm just glad the album arrived. I think the most important thing that came out of it was the fact that the seller has no communication skills whatsoever and didn't tell any of their buyers what was happening. If they got a legitimate delay like that, they should have just sent a message out, a blanket message, and said, look, I'm really sorry, we've got a problem with Black Friday, backing everything up. It's going to take a bit extra time just to get the record to you, but it'll be with you soon, you know, I hope you don't mind. That would have been fine. Instead they just ignore all of their customers, and all they were getting was negative feedback from people saying, oh, my record's not arrived, and this person does not reply to messages. I sent about 3 messages in total, not one response. So pretty poor eBay seller, don't know what they're doing. It's a real shame. I think it's just that because they sell so much product, they haven't got the time to go and message people. But unfortunately, when it comes down to customer service is important, and it's the most important thing I find. But hey, whatever, the record came, that's what matters. It arrived, and I was really happy when it arrived. So the record I picked up, guys, it's called Two Lanes of Freedom, the Accelerated Deluxe Edition by McGraw. So I said previously I've been getting into my country music, and in the past I've always liked Tim McGraw's music, and I've got a few of his greatest hits albums on digital copies. So yeah, nice gatefold as well. It's a beautiful looking record, this one is. Double LP as well. It's absolutely cracking. So yeah, I was really chuffed to get this, grateful to how it arrived obviously, but yeah, I was chuffed to see it was available on vinyl. And unfortunately he has a new album out now which is not available on vinyl, and a lot of his older stuff isn't available from what I can see, which I think is a real shame. I don't see the point in putting one album out. They really should make an effort. If an artist is going to put an album out, if it sells well enough, of course, because the record company aren't going to want to invest in pressing more albums if the record they do put out doesn't do well. But hopefully this did well enough. It was a really good album. I've listened to it all the way through. Fantastic. I can't pick tracks off it to tell you which ones are my favourites, because quite frankly I didn't think at the time when I was listening to it to look at the track listing, which is something I normally do. But I was just really engrossed in the music, and I was just sort of chilling out and enjoying it. And fantastic album from beginning to end. You know, Tim McGraw, for me personally, is a great gateway for country music. It probably is for a lot of people. If you're not really into the genre, you can get into it quite easily with his music. It's very radio friendly, and it's just really, really good. And I've not listened to an album of his I haven't liked yet. So yeah, quality stuff. That's Two Lanes of Freedom. Next album I picked up. I picked this up on the basis I recently subscribed to a YouTuber called Sierra Tibbetts, who's absolutely fantastic. Does a lot of random videos as well as her vinyl videos as well, which are always really interesting to watch. And she's been a big fan of a band called First Aid Kit, who I'd never heard of. And so I went onto Spotify, had a listen to a couple of tracks. Well, I say tracks. It was like they give you like, I think it's 10 or 15 seconds of each song on the album as a sample. And I thought, you know what, actually sounds pretty good, because I was aware that they were a folk group, and I was like, I don't know if I can get into folk music, but they're actually really, really good. So I went on Amazon, purchased the album, and it's called Stay Gold. A really nice cover. And yeah, it's a really good album. I'm just trying to remember which ones were the songs that really stood out for me on this. If I remember right, See the Lane was one of my favourites. So it's been a few weeks since I've had this on, so I need to put it back on again. But yeah, it's a really good album. Don't be put off by the fact that it's folk music either. It's actually really, really good. There you go. Beautiful gatefold. I do love gatefold albums. They're so much nicer. But yeah, it's a really, really good album. It's very radio friendly, very soothing, beautiful vocals. The two girls do a great job. It certainly doesn't sound to me like what I would expect folk music to be. It's a very modern take on that genre. Yes, that's First Aid Kit, Stay Gold. Excellent album. So the next 3 albums I've shown in my previous Christmas pickups video, but I thought not everybody's going to get to see that video, and if you haven't seen it and you've just found this video, it makes sense to include them in this video. So I've got 3 albums for Christmas. And the first one I got is an absolute classic. It is Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. And I had this on, it sounds absolutely superb, like I thought it would do. This album is just brilliant. Back in the day when this came out, me and my friends just listened to it so much, and very nostalgic album for me. It really takes me back to a certain time in my life, and it was a really good time in my life. And so yeah, I had to get this on vinyl. As I say, I mean, you really can't go wrong with this. You ought to know, classic, Hand in My Pocket, you know, I mean, You Learn, Head Over Feet, Mary Jane, Ironic obviously, because everyone knows that one. This is a fantastic album, and it sounds absolutely exceptional on vinyl, so I'd highly recommend grabbing this if you haven't. It's beautiful, and I just love the artwork. It looks good on a CD cover, it looks so much better on a vinyl. Yeah, excellent stuff, so I'm really glad to get that for Christmas. Second album I got for Christmas. This one is by far one of the best sounding new vinyls I've heard. It's absolutely beautiful, and it is Come Away With Me by Norah Jones. I absolutely love this album. I've had this on digital and on CD backup, shall we say, for a long time. When it came out I got this and I really got into it. Now, I suppose it's jazz. I really don't know what the actual genre is. It's sort of jazz piano. It's really, really nice. Definitely don't put off by that. It's a beautiful, smooth, not a very good back actually, it's just the titles and that, so it doesn't show you a lot. But yeah, really smooth, beautiful album. It's just fantastic. It's one of those albums you just put on your record deck, let it play, just kick back, lie back, close your eyes and just enjoy it. Her vocals are absolutely fantastic, and yeah, it just sounds so good on vinyl. I was really, really impressed with the quality of this one. Excellent album. And then the final album I picked up, or should I say I got for Christmas, was one I was really chuffed to get. I didn't expect to get this one, and it is Kansas Leftoverture. This is a sublime album. I was listening to this the other day, and there's just no comparison to the digital version that I've got. I mean, my God, it just sounds amazing on vinyl. Really nice gatefold. Apparently, from what I've read online, this is far superior to the original 70s release. I don't know if that's accurate because I don't have a copy of that. But yeah, absolutely brilliant, brilliant album. The reason I got into Kansas was because of the TV show Supernatural, and Carry On Wayward Son. It's pretty much the theme tune for Supernatural, and so that's how I found out who Kansas were, and I went and downloaded all of their albums and listened to them, and this was my favourite album, The Leftoverture. It's really, really good. There's The Wall, What's On My Mind, Miracles Out of Nowhere, and then on side 2 you've got a couple of tracks, and then you have this fantastic bit at the end called the Magnum Opus, which is basically just, I suppose, like prog rock in a way. It's basically just instrumental and just them experimenting and doing all kinds of different styles, just trying to create a storyline, and it's absolutely awesome. It sounds so bloody good on vinyl, and it's just, I did tweet at the time that if you've ever played a Castlevania video game, that's what Magnum Opus sounded like to me. It sounded like potential Castlevania music. It was absolutely epic, and yeah, just every track on this is beautiful. So I'm really, really chuffed to have this in my collection. It's a brilliant addition. Just look at the artwork. I mean, you know, you just can't go wrong with that at all. Brilliant. So that's Leftoverture by Kansas. Highly recommend checking it out if you've never listened to Kansas. Absolutely great album. So there you go, guys. Those are the first couple of records I've picked up. As I will be putting more videos up over the coming weeks, and I'll be showing you the other records I've picked up. So I've picked up quite a few. I've had a bit of a vinyl flurry lately. I've been going a bit crazy and just buying records left, right, and centre. And the interesting thing is that because I've been buying records from America, from an eBay seller called All Your Music, who I've mentioned before, absolutely fantastic seller, by the way. If you want a reliable, cheap seller, go to All Your Music. They're absolutely amazing. I'll put a link down below actually for their eBay store, because they're such a good store, and they do free shipping from California to the UK as well, so you can't argue with that at all. But yeah, the good thing about them is that I've been checking their newly listed items, and I'm just finding so many artists and bands I've never heard of, and it's just brilliant, because I just go onto YouTube, have a listen to a couple of tracks. If I like what I hear, go and buy the album if it's on vinyl, and you know, which it is on vinyl because they're selling it, so what am I talking about? But yeah. So yeah, I have been picking up a few artists I've never heard of recently. As you see, I just picked up First Aid Kit just from watching a YouTuber, which I will put a link down below, by the way, for Sierra's channel if you want to go and check that out, because she's really cool. But yeah, awesome stuff. So look forward to more vinyl videos. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to share it, that'd be awesome. If you want to see more videos from me, just subscribe and that'll keep you up to date. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.
too much wine for Thursday night. It's only 6 o'clock, too early to be kissing outside. It's hard to fight it though.